y'all doing today? I'm here to bring to you one of my little tips. It's a secret of mine that I've been working on, and I've been picking up tips here and there from other people that do this also. But I have my own solution that I make up, and this is a little trick that I've learned to do. It's all about MAC Fix Plus, right? Well, I kind of make my own solution for the days that I want my makeup to be bulletproof, stay on, but I don't want to waste my expensive Fix Plus. So this is what I do, okay? I'm going to walk you through the steps, and here are some of the things that we're going to need. First of all, we're going to need glycerin, because glycerin is one of the main products, and you can get this glycerin at Rite Aid. That's where I know they sell it. I know you can probably get it online and whatnot, but where I get mine at is Rite Aid. And you go to the pharmacy around the Band-Aids, pharmacy section around the Band-Aids, and it'll be the skin protectant aisle with all the other stuff for like burns and whatnot. So it just says glycerin on it, and this is 99.5% glycerin, so it has another product in it which is another skin protectant, plus it helps with the shelf life. But this is just about all the way glycerin, so that's what you want. You want to make sure it doesn't have any alcohol in it, because you don't want to burn your eyes or anything if you spray on your face that way. So and you're going to want to get a container with a spray nozzle, so something small. You can get like a kit of little containers in the 99-cent aisle, like in Walmart. They have for the travel section stuff, so where you can put your own stuff and products in little containers to take with you. But this one's a spray one, so you need a spray one, or you can empty something out that you have to make it. So what I usually do is I make up about this much every month, and then I dump out what I don't use, and I make up a new batch, because you don't want it to sit more than 6 weeks, because it doesn't have the preservatives and all that in it. Well, it does have some preservatives in it, but not fully like the MAC Fix Plus does. So it has the preservatives from the products that we're using, but nothing that I'm putting in it. So then the next thing we're going to need is rose water. Now you can either get rose oil in the herbal remedy section, like if you go online on eBay, they sell little containers for like $2 of rose water, and you're going to need rose water, rose oil. I don't use the rose oil, I just use rose water, okay? And then you're going to need tea tree oil. Now, I got this one at Walmart for 99 cents, and this has vitamin E, what we're going to need. So this has got the vitamin E in it already, and then it has the aloe vera, which we're going to need too, and that's already all in it too. And what tea tree does is it's good for the skin, plus it's a fungus fighter, if you can see that there. So it's going to keep anything growing off your skin and out of the product from sitting. So that's good. Now the rose water, I got that in one of my packages that I get monthly for my sampler, either my Birchbox or Eco-Emmy. I got that out of. So and then the next thing we're going to need, which I use, is Elf. And now it's all rubbed off, but this is the Elf misting spray, and I use this because it's green tea and cucumber, and that's what you're going to need. Like, you can make your own with a green tea bag and a cup of water, and you can chop cucumbers up and put it in there, and then pour the tea over top of the cucumber and let it sit about 10 minutes, and then take a coffee filter and filter out the cucumber and just get the tea and the cucumber solution, but just take the cucumber out of it with a coffee filter. So what drains out, you would then use for your water solution. Okay? So, and then we're gonna need, we're gonna need castor oil and sweet almond oil and olive oil. And this I got from the beauty section in one of my grocery stores around here at Shoppers Food, and they sell like little like avocado oils and stuff like that. So and you can use lavender if you choose to, but I don't have any lavender right now. I ran out, so I'm not going to use it this time. So I'm going to use the olive oil, the almond oil, and the castor oil, okay, and that's all in this together. So let me just pick up what I dropped. Wait a second. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to be using is, you can get lemon oil is what you're really supposed to be using, but I don't have any lemon oil, so I'm going to use a little bit of a lemon. Now you don't want to use a lot of this, because if it gets in your eye or something, you don't want that to get in your eye, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start mixing the solution up. And if you have one of these eyedroppers, you can use this, or you can just judge it by your eye. Okay, and you can use this for other stuff, like just what like refreshing your makeup and for setting your makeup. So and then you can use it, like I use it, I spray it on my brushes sometimes, and when I want to dampen some of my brushes just to wipe some down before I go ahead and clean them, like if I need to use one, I can use this to clean it up real quick. So it's used for a couple different things. And now it's going to leave your skin with a dewy feel to it, and that's normal. Oh, I got the camera all up in the air. But if you touch your face, you can feel like a dewiness to it. Now that's good. You want that to be, because that will keep your makeup adhered to your face that way, okay? So you'll be left with that feeling, but you'll get used to it. It's not sticky or anything. So we're going to go ahead and open our container up. Make sure it's clean of any debris. And now you don't want to use spigot water or faucet water. You can use spring water, but you should use distilled water if you're going to use any water in this product, which some people also put water in it. But what I'm going to use is just the cucumber water that's in the e.l.f. solution already. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get my e.l.f. solution and this solution, and just take the top off of that and pour some of this in to this container. So I'm just going to make a little bit up, and I'm just put the lid back on that so it don't spill. So then we're going to take our tea tree oil. Well, let's do our glycerin first. So our water, tea solution, and the cucumber tea from e.l.f. and then the glycerin. So you're going to use half of the, so if it's 1 part of glycerin to 2 parts water. So half of the water amount would be how much glycerin you're going to put in here. So I'm just going to keep putting drops in. I'll put about, and some, I'll just like squirt it some in there until it brings the level up a little bit, because I know how to eyeball it. So it's just brought it up a tiny little bit. Okay, so then you want to go ahead and get your rose water and pour a little bit, just a little tiny bit, like that much in there. Okay, now I could do drops, but it's a little hard, so I'm just eyeballing it. That's why I'm letting you guys see how much I'm doing. Now we're going to take our tea tray, and we're just going to squirt a little bit of that in, about 10 drops. And now you're going to get your castor oil, and you just want to put a little bit of this in there also. So you just put a little, let me raise this up. Just a tiny little bit. So you just raised it up a tiny little bit. So about 7 drops of that. And then what you want to do is take your lemon and just squeeze some lemon right into that. Just give it a good squeeze. Okay? And then we're going to go ahead and put the lid back on this. If I can find it. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid back on this and shake it up, give it a good shake. And now before you use it, I would always shake it, okay? And then what you can do is put some on the back of your hand and give it a feel. And if it dries, spread it out on your hand. Now, when it dries, it should have a little bit of a sheen sparkle to it, like from the glycerin in it. And if it does, that's a good, and you can feel it, what it feels like. That's how it's supposed to be. And it has a pleasant smell to it. It's clean, refreshing from the tea tree. So this is about how much I mix up every month. So, and if you want, you can even keep the extra, like I'm going to put my extra one in the refrigerator so it stays fresh longer, okay? But you don't have to put it in the refrigerator. Like the one I use every day, I'm going to just leave out here. But keep it in a cool place. Don't sit it nowhere where it's going to get warm or it's going to get bad faster. Alright girls, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope y'all have a great, awesome day or evening. Alright, toodaloo, bye-bye. This mixture that I mixed up, you can use that for Fix Plus, and you can also use that as a mixing medium. So if you want to use it to make your eyeshadows into an eyeliner, you can do that also with this mixture. Okay, so I just wanted to add that. Thanks a lot. See you later.